my family was telling me it was not letting me speak.
Have you ever hurt your lips before as a child? Have you ever anybody hit you there? Or
I got hit in the face all the time.
exactly. So that's what happened. Not only physically, the body, especially physical. Uh, and I think this is part is really important because physically the body is going to find a way to release this discharge, that energy, no? We are talking about the energy. She's went back to see her mother and her brother and some siblings. So her body remembers that time when she was young and she was hitting in the face all the time. So her body in that moment, what happened is an activation in the body. And the body wants to discharge that activation, which activation is a ball of energy that moves into the body. What happened is the energy is in the face, in her face. So her body is going to find a way to discharge that energy. It happened that she hurt again her lips, but she could have hurt another part of the face. So, talking about this, that is important how trauma repeats itself. Let's say in a car accident, I work sometimes with people that they have car accident, and they come and they say, I have one car accident too, and oh, I hit my shoulder and size of my face. I know in that moment that they didn't have one or two, but car accident, but maybe they have 3 or 4. I guess every time, and I said, where did you hit? In this left side of my face, in my left shoulder. The 4 times the body will create something like that, not to hurt you, but to release that energy. Another example, let's say you are in a hurry, you're going to work, you don't have time to waste, but you hurt your foot in the door very badly. And you said, oh, I don't have time to take care of my foot, or I am late to work, and you leave, you don't pay attention to your foot, you will hurt that foot again. You forgot, but your body doesn't forget. And that is the body, why we need to be connected. Because we forget, but the body doesn't forget. So our work, our trauma work, is about regulating the nerve system, reconnecting the 3 parts of the brain, discharging that inner ball of energy that is called trauma, that moves through the sympathetic and parasympathetic, and also working with different parts, which is the limbic brain, which is different organs. Let's say the heart. The heart holds grief. So you have the point holding process is some specific points that you hold in the heart, which is here and here. Then you have different points that you hold in the liver, different, which is connect to anger, different points that you hold for fear, which is connect to kidneys, and different points, to reconnect the mind, which they are behind the neck. So when you work with the limbic, which is all the organs in the body, which is called the endocrine system, and you work with the nerve system, which is the physiological part, and the mental, in creating that facilitation about changing, what I did with the Heidi is changing that program, changing the program. If a child is born in a place like that, you want to actually work with the mental also to change, to create the safetiness to unfold that fear, and that anger and that grief and all those things, so that that child, which even if we are all, still we have that child within, that child will free itself, and that soul will reconnect it to God, will reconnect it to the spirit. Because most of us, when we have trauma, as the shaman said, we disconnect from the soul. And I think that is what we did, no, Heidi? We did a lot of reconnection with your soul.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the big thing that we did.
Yeah. And
we really. Huh?
And after I saw you, the last time I saw you and I moved to the East Coast, it was just the beginning of a spiritual journey.
Yeah.
Like I went on a crazy journey for the last 3
Yeah.
or 4 years of finding my belief in God.
Yeah.
You know, having visions where I
Yeah.
saw my whole, like, Native American visions where I saw my
Right.
spirit animal, like, just completely reconnecting with my inner child.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. There was so much energy. Like, I'm calming down now, but I was pumping energy.
Wow,
And I was
beautiful.
having I was very multidimensional at the time.
Yeah.
Like, I was seeing so much and
Wow.
having visions all the time. And having, like, synesthesia where my senses were crossing over. Like, it was amazing. My whole body, like, woke up again. And,
Yeah.
like, you know, you gave me, like, the ability to have a spiritual life.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah,
Not
thank
me,
you.
the work, but yeah.
And my brother said that when you saw me, I don't know if, he said that when you told him that when you first met me, I couldn't even make eye contact? Is that true?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that about myself. I didn't.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It will be probably obvious
Yeah.
that you didn't want to make
No, because when
eye
I was...
contact. Because it was hard for you.
Because
to
when I
make-
was in Yosemite this weekend, and my mom and my brother were intensely abusive to me, my friends came around the corner and they were like and I wanted to hide from them. I didn't want anyone to see me, and I was like trying to just get away from everybody. And when I did talk to them, I talked to them like this. I couldn't look at them. I literally felt